Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode. So, today we'll be talking about the software engineering roadmap. So, first, I'm going to start with the high level, in which I would like to abstract the concept of software. When we talk about software, we have to think about it as just a tool that has an outcome, as simple as that. And in order to achieve that tool, there is a set of steps, or we call them instructions, which are logical steps that will be leading to a result or an outcome. And since we're talking about steps and result and logic, so first thing I would recommend, and first thing is actually you should start with in your software engineering journey is algorithm. So algorithms are steps, logical steps that will be used in order to solve a problem. And along with learning about algorithm, you have to learn about data structure, which they will be very useful. They will be your friends to in order to solve problems and come up with an algorithm.
So, algorithm is, as we mentioned, a set of logical steps in order to solve a problem. And you will be working with data. Those are the information mostly like they will be used in order to solve this problem. And based on the type of this problem and the way you want to solve it efficiently, you will be using or be choosing the right structure for that data in order to achieve your goal in an efficient way. So from this point, you'll move to either front end or back end. That's where we'll be using those algorithms. And again, it's more about like thinking and coding your thoughts in a programming language. And there are plenty of programming languages that are used in these different areas, either front end or back end. And front end is anything the user is interacting with, and back end is everything behind the scene. So from this point, you will be moving to learn about frameworks, which are like a guided way or like an umbrella that has libraries and tools built on top of programming language, and they will be very useful to accelerate the process of coding. And here we move to database, which are equally important as writing a code, like some logic code, because database is where you store your data permanently. And that's very important. And you'll be working on like some persistency layer, which will be communicating this program and helping you to manipulate data and data storage or the database. Okay, from here we go to learning about communication protocols, which are very important. Things like HTTP or WebSockets, for example, which you have like some web service here in the server one and some other web service in server two, and you need to communicate between them. So we have to know a little bit about HTTP at least in order to use that, or like WebSocket. It depends on the problem. We'll dive deeper the next time in other videos. And a very common example, a very common scenario when you work, you have like some front end and some server one and some back end and server two. Like we call them client server communication, and then you'll be using probably like something like REST or so. So in this level, you can consider yourself as a junior developer. Um, and the more you have, the more you have knowledge in depth, probably you'll be like considering more like maybe mid-level. It depends also how good you are in implementing solid software engineering principles and like computer science fundamentals and principles, like how clean and how um, very clear your thoughts are implemented in your code. The more you get to the senior level, the more you have better understanding and a much deeper knowledge about system design, which the area where you're gonna put everything together in order to solve a bigger problem, which is making a robust, a reliable system in efficient way. So you'll be learning more things about like messaging um, solutions, and like we'll be transiting now to cloud, in which you will have a lot of other areas um, that also involve the ones that we talked about here. So this is all like in high level. We'll dig deeper in each of these areas in next videos. So thank you for watching, and if you have any question, please write in comments. Um, and I will see you in next videos.